Hey everyone, welcome to Mountain Beast Mysteries. We're going to be going over another interesting piece of Bigfoot footage. This one is a bit older. It's from back in 2013. But before we get into that, right now if you go to the Spreadshirt t-shirt shop and you enter the code SPRINGFLING15, you can get 15% off of anything in the store. So check that out if you want some nice Mountain Beast Mysteries merchandise for the summer. But anyways, the Blue Ridge Bigfoot.
Get in the house. Get in the house.
Now, this footage was apparently shot on July 12th, 2013, just north of Blue Ridge, Georgia. Now, when you look at the clip, you can tell that we're in an area that is not that remote. Right off of a road, it looks as if the creature, whatever it is making its way across the road and then walks off into the trees. If you look really closely at the beginning of the clip, it almost looks as if the creature's kind of jogging in a way. It's kind of subtle, but I can definitely see some hop in its step. And the guy starts freaking out. He tells whoever's with him to get inside, and you can actually hear some sort of vocalization from the creature. And throughout the clip, you can hear these grunting or growling vocalizations, which are apparently coming from the creature. Now, are they actually coming from the creature, or are they added in post? I don't know. Throughout watching this clip, I get a sense that it's all staged. It's just what I've come to conclude after going over it and, having a closer look at this creature with the speed slowed down. The way it moves doesn't really coincide with what our understanding of Bigfoot is. I mean, there's one part in the footage where you can see the creature kind of moving through some branches, and it almost looks as if he's struggling to a certain degree to get through them. When I imagine a Bigfoot in real life, if it was a legitimate Bigfoot, I imagine it just walking through those branches with ease, just kind of crashing through. This creature's not at all being stealthy, it's just trying to get away. I don't know, this guy's chasing after it. If it's real, this guy's sure brave, because not a lot of people who film these things run after it in this way. The only other person I can remember off the top of my head that would do that, other than Patterson, was Robert Dodson. So this guy goes after the thing, and he's filming the whole time. You can hear him running and see him running, and you hear the creature making these weird noises, and it kind of eventually walks off and out of sight. And the clip is only about 1 minute and 40 seconds long. When I see a real Bigfoot clip, I expect it to be longer than that. So if any of you out there are in a situation where you can film a Sasquatch, please don't just cut the camera off after 2 minutes, because I'm automatically suspicious when that happens. You can record for longer than that, to see the aftermath of it. It's like when the camera cuts off after 2 minutes, there's stuff you don't want the audience to see, right? You don't want to see any of the setup or the people behind the scenes. And to me, whatever this creature is, I get the sense that it's a suit of some kind. It just kind of looks baggy in certain parts of the footage, and at the very end, there's a shot of it where it looks like this creature has almost like long hair hanging off of its head, and in like the chin area you can see this long hair. If you see it in this clip here, kind of slowed down, you know what I'm talking about. I don't know, the grunting sounds, they sound interesting, but they almost sound dubbed into me, but it's kind of hard to tell. But we have this strange upright bipedal being or creature. To me, from what I can tell on the footage, it doesn't look huge, doesn't look overly massive or tall. But I don't know, there's some shots where it's moving around and it's almost moving as if it was someone trying to imitate a weird creature or a Bigfoot. To me, it just looks odd, you know. Like if you see in this clip here, the way it moves just looks kind of suspicious to me. We don't get very many pieces of footage where you are filming the creature and at the same time getting audio. This is the only piece of footage that I can think of off the top of my head. I mean, there's that one piece of footage of that supposed skunk ape that was peeling the bark off of that tree or that stump, and you can hear it doing that. You can hear it like breaking pieces of bark off the tree, but the creature's not making vocalizations. I mean, this one you can hear it grunting and growling. It almost looks as if someone's wearing like a baggy suit or something with a hood, especially in this frame here. That's what this looks like to me. Hard to tell, but it doesn't really have any muscular definition or anything, which, you know, when you compare this to the Patterson footage, it's like night and day. You look at the Patterson footage, you can see all the muscles in the back and in the glutes and everything, and it's actually quite incredible. And then you look at something like this and you're like, okay, it's not that great. And that's kind of the impression I'm getting, is this is not that great. And it's your typical Bigfoot footage. You know, the camera turns on, it just films a creature kind of starting to escape the area. Guy goes in after it, and you know, after 2 minutes the thing's gone and the camera shuts off. This guy could have kept on going, and he could have probably got even better footage if he would have pursued further. But you just don't see that, and there's no reason why the camera should have shut off there. So, and especially if you're hearing vocalizations, that's something you can pick up, you know, even without having a visual contact with the creature. So why shut the camera off when you can still record audio? With some of these older clips, I mean, there's totally the possibility that, you know, I'm showing footage that might have been proven to be a hoax. And if that's the case, I apologize, but that's my conclusion anyways. Doesn't seem real to me. Also, if you see this creature walking, you can clearly see like where this creature has been. You know, this guy could have easily went to the exact position where this creature walked and looked at the ground for footprints. He could have filmed footprints if this really was like a 500-pound creature. It should be leaving footprints of some kind, you would think. But, you know, that's not filmed. With most pieces of Bigfoot footage, that's not filmed. The only footage I can think of right now where that is filmed is the Freeman footage, where he's filming tracks, and then he sees the creature. So, I feel like if this was legitimate, he would be recording longer, he would have went after it for a longer amount of time, and he would have, you know, maybe filmed some tracks, and it would have made it look a lot better. But that's just my conclusion. Let me know what you guys think in the description down below. Let me know if you think I'm wrong, because, you know, I never claim to be right about anything, and I never say that one thing is certainly this or certainly that. I like to leave it open-ended, present you guys the information, and let you guys make of it what you want to. So that's how we go about things here at Mountain Beast Mysteries. Thanks for watching this video. Once again, if you haven't checked out the Lone Crow podcast, check it out. The link is down below in the description. It's very entertaining, and the production value is insane for a podcast. So check that out. Subscribe. Check out the Spreadshirt t-shirt shop if you want to support the channel. Thanks for watching this episode of Mountain Beast Mysteries. We'll see you next time.